never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man.
You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money, yet you're taking alimony.
Evan actually asked me for a prenup before we got married, and I told him I'm not doing that.
Start a new life, get a new wife.
Document, and we got it notarized that if he cheats on me, he has to pay my bills.
Loser.
You married?
Yes.
You're cheating on your husband?
Yeah, Vegas. It's Vegas, baby.
That's just nasty.
I wouldn't have signed no prenup. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Unless you want to lose everything you've worked for, you should get a prenup. These women today are ruthless. Your love doesn't mean anything. If you ever bring up a prenup and she gets upset, you should definitely not continue the marriage process. Now, are you choosing misery or peace?
The thing is, I agree with this, but I think a lot of men in these comments are going to get mad if I say that if a man tries to pressure a woman into a prenup that does not suit her and she does not want to marry him, he's going to call her a gold digger and a which is exactly what I was trying to say in the original video, which is that if you try to coerce your partner into a prenup that does not serve them and only serves you, you are financially abusing them and you are a misogynist. Prenups should protect both parties equally, and both parties should have an attorney to look over the prenup. In fact, courts will throw out a prenup if it is not looked over by attorneys on both sides. And it is common practice for the wealthier party, the richer party, to pay for both attorneys. If you think a woman is a whore for wanting to protect herself, you are 12 years old and you should not be getting married.
If she doesn't sign it, she's not the one for him, so it's good if she calls it off. Most likely because of money. Most women aren't doing it to protect themselves. They're being greedy and want to take something that they weren't a part of and take a man's money. But females call guys all types of names when they don't get their way. The protection is also being able to keep what they wanted themselves. Misogynist. If you don't want to give her your money, how is it that the woman wants to protect themselves when most prenups mostly protect established wealth? Women are crazy and want your life's work. I will say I agree with some of this. You shouldn't force your woman to sign a prenup if she doesn't want to. The best option at that point is to walk away. And if you are getting married, forcing her to sign is a bad idea. It will be ruled out in court due to her signing it under duress.
In a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money, yet you're taking alimony.
Gotcha. I have 3 children.
Okay, Mark.
You know what?
So, but you don't need a man.
This woman spoke so confidentally about not needing a man's money, but yet she's taking a man's money thanks to alimony.
My man makes $25,000 to $30,000 a month, so I'm satisfied with that.
For real? What does he do?
He's a car sales manager.
He's got bank.
God forbid, if you broke up now, would you date a man who makes $2,500?
Her lifestyle, she can't switch like that.
If he had a really good heart and could take care of me and my daughter, but me and my man are not breaking up. So
how much you say your ring was?
My ring was $7,000. I can't have that around here. This is $200,000.
If he cheats on you,
I will take everything from him.
Oh, what if he gave you a prenup?
I won't sign it. I'll rip it in front of him.
That man needs to make her sign a prenup ASAP. She sounds drunk, and her man isn't even with her while she's outside partying. She said she would take everything from that man, but did she contribute to his success? She even said she would rip the prenup. What else does her man needs to hear?
You married?
Yes.
You're cheating on your husband?
Yeah, Vegas. It's Vegas, baby.
So what?
We're both married.
Are you cheating on your husband in Vegas?
Absolutely not.
Why are you lying to me?
Just her.
Maybe.
Is she?
She's cheating on her husband in Vegas.
Wow. Facts. How many times you cheating on your husband?
You right now. Yeah, you are kind of hot. You are, yeah.
You got a ring on your finger, though.
You did good.
Look,
Who wants a man with no money? Nobody. Find a man with money.
More women cheat than men. Nowadays, they have too many options on social media. This is why I say don't let a wife stop you from finding a girlfriend. As a bartender in Vegas at a club, this happens a lot. Just easy info when the divorce happens, and she gets none of his money. So these are two wives who are cheating on their husbands. None of them is holding the other one accountable for what they're doing. And she blamed it on the fact that the husband had no money, and yet she married him. This could have been avoided if she'd never say yes to the marriage. Now, when he finds this video, just imagine the pain he's going to face. In this next clip, you're about to see an example of women don't know what they want.
It's because you ain't got no money, you left him?
Had to.
That ain't right. I don't like that.
If he's making more money than me, if I'm making more money than him,
You should help him get some more money.
How am I going to do that, though? If I have my own career, I'm doing what I'm doing.
A woman's supposed to be a helpmate.
I feel like a man is supposed to be that for a girl.
A man's supposed to be a leader.
You right.
You're supposed to help him be a better leader.
So I was in the wrong. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
You looking for a daddy.
I ain't looking for a daddy. I got my own money. I got my own money. I could do what I do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need a guy for money.
If you want one.
I want a man to be stable. If I was to leave him, I want him to
So he wasn't stable?
He was okay, but I was making more than him.
So he was stable though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So why are you leaving then? You said you just wanted.
Because he wasn't doing better than me. I need a guy doing better than me. And if he's not doing better than me, then
I guess.
So she had what she wanted, but she threw it away. She said she wanted a man who was stable, and the man she had was stable. He was able to take care of himself, but because she was making more money than him, she broke up with him. That's sad.
I have just reached a new level of crazy because I just like I said, I did not make, he did it out of his own free will, but my boyfriend, fiance, because we just got engaged, just signed a legal document and we got it notarized that if he cheats on me, he has to pay my bills. We did. We just got a legal document signed and actually got it notarized, like legal AF, that if he cheats on me, he's screwed. I'm so smart or crazy, I don't know.
I'm not really sure what possessed him to sign something like that, but that's his choice. But I wonder what benefits he gets when she's caught cheating. This just seems like a one-way contract that only benefits her if he slips up.
Men get such a bad rap for cheating, but the thing is that women cheat just as much, they just hide it better. For example, I've known so many people in my past who they act like the most loyal little girlfriends in town, and their boyfriend does one bad thing and they're just bitching about it left, right, and center. But as soon as they go to a city like Vegas, you wouldn't even know they had a boyfriend. That's fact.
Just know, gentlemen, if your woman or wife goes to Vegas after an argument with you, keep in mind she's cheating on you. She's definitely got a boyfriend or two over there.
Understanding what I'm saying.
I am understanding. It's not my intentions to leave you.
The story goes like this. This woman started crying because her boyfriend said he wants to get a prenup before he gets married. Those crocodile tears are a red flag. There should be no reason your woman is crying because you told her to sign a prenup. Unless she's so happy to sign it, it makes her cry.
I don't mind signing a prenup as long as it has an infidelity clause. If you get caught cheating, I get whatever the I want. The only thing I'm asking by giving you my everything is for you to reciprocate that. But in the same token, if you find out I'm cheating on you, you don't owe me. I'm just at a point in my life where monogamy is really important to me. I'm a bad and I've never been turned down. So if I'm willing to give you my everything, the least you can do is give me your everything.
Wait, you put that in perspective so any man be like, all right, I gotta sign this. She just better have that freaking Vanessa Del Rio.
Listen, come on. You want to come to this water park or not, baby?
Better have that Donny Park. That great adventure.
An infidelity clause for the both of them, I hope. These women always mention they get whatever they want, but fail to mention what the man gets. It goes both ways. These prenups are designed to protect both spouses. Use it well.
Evan actually asked me for a prenup before we got married, and I told him I'm not doing that because I would never take anything from you. And I didn't. I mean, he pays me child support, but I didn't take a dime from him otherwise, nor he didn't take any of my money either. I understand why they exist, but I do also understand what you're saying. The laws are the laws.
Yeah.
We used a mediator, so you also can make choices.
I was today years old when I found out they are no longer together. This is terrible advice. Always get a prenup. If you get your own, you decide the terms. If you don't, the state decides the terms for you. I'm not going to take anything, but I'm not going to sign a piece of paper that makes sure I'm not going to take anything. I truly hope your podcast isn't encouraging people to not do the responsible thing and have a prenup agreeable for both parties. If all it takes was telling your spouse, you will never take anything away from them, there would be no need for prenups. You can't see the future. That's why prenups are necessary. When that day comes, it will be useful. Sometimes.
Well, he lost a court case.
Miami Heat waited until Eric Spoelstra's divorce was finalized to give him record-breaking $120 million contract. The money is the most ever given to an NBA coach in NBA history. Greg Popovich, his contract was north of $80 million.
This is how you know the system is unfair. The fact that the basketball team Miami Heat had to wait until this ref's divorce was finalized says a lot.
I think the best thing would be to start with a job.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. No. She needs a job. And I think it would be great if you volunteered some more at the soup kitchen. You could do some great volunteer work down there.
I did that.
No.
I started with a babysitter. I think my first job was at IHOP.
Well, you don't pay me to babysit. She makes me babysit for free.
She doesn't need a job babysitting. She needs a job in the world.
No.
She doesn't need a job at home.
Not.
She needs a job in the world. You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work.
But
work. I don't want to do that.
Now this is what happens when you have a spoiled child. They've never had to take up any responsibilities in their life. Sometimes tough love works best, but you got to know when you dish it out.
Okay, story time of when I got ghosted, and I to this day feel embarrassed. Okay, so I was talking to this guy. He's from UK and I'm from Sweden. Everything was good, like we talked for a few months. It was getting serious, like he had a proper job, like he had a business, everything was like good. And we come to the point where like it's getting serious right now. So he's asking for my mahar. And I was being nice to him. I literally told him 20k, that's it. This guy started laughing in my face like nothing. He started calling his friends and asking them would they ever pay 20k mahar, and his friends are like, no, what the hell, is she gold, da da da, is she a diamond? And then obviously after that I was thinking everything is good, like he was just joking. Next thing I know, I'm blocked.
Wow, what a smart man. He made the right decision. This woman is out of her mind thinking she's getting $20,000 for that. A lot of men today need to learn from this example. Know when to walk away. Know when to choose yourself.
You just can't get jealous when your man is attracted to another woman. Let me explain. The shapes of a woman's body is telling his brain that this creature can support a human child. It is just a biological response that is embedded into all of us to ensure the survival of the human race. The ability to see it this way completely takes the power away from that attraction. As long as they're not taking action on that attraction, then there's no reason for you to have to feel jealousy.
Now I don't know how true that is, But if most women hear this today from their man or husband, they would lose it. And I agree. As long as you're not taking action on whatever the attraction is, then you shouldn't get jealous. Especially if it's just a biological response coming from him.